Well, I better take care of that, huh? Everybody, how's it going tonight? We're live streaming from the outskirts of Chester Hill, Ohio, of all places. It is out in the middle of nowhere, as you can be nowhere in Ohio. First, on my intro roll with the bird, I kind of mucked it up. I put the second timer in slow motion instead of the bird. I meant the bird. I wanted the bird to be really go slow and sit down on the egg. You know, I thought it looked cool, but that didn't happen. I also want to apologize in advance if this stream gets broken up or something. I'm on T-Mobile Home from the house. This is what we're using. I've had to put a special antenna on the house to get enough bandwidth to stream with. So we'll cross our fingers and hope for the best. Now, for the sound check, I guess my sound's all right. Does everybody hear me? How about the video? Does it look good? I mean, I basically brought some of the equipment from my studio and put it up here. Anyway, I want to say hi to a few folks. It's probably not going to be an extremely long stream. I say that, and then I'll be here 4 hours later running my mouth. But I really am not probably going to run particularly long because I'm kind of tired. I've been driving all day. But Ozzy, how are you? Birdshot, is always good to see you in the stream. Butt Soup, now that is a good name. Chevy 5-Speed, it is good to see you here again over here on the Twitch stream side. I am dual streaming as I usually do on my Saturday nights. And I am in Ohio to mostly visit with my family. I'd actually planned a meet and greet, but planning, I use that term loosely because if you plan a meet and greet, you need to kind of have 2 or 3 weeks notice, not 2 hours. So if at best one person will show up. So I thought about that today. I didn't even know how long it would take me to get there because where I'm sitting now in the outskirts of Chester Hill, Ohio, I am 80 miles from Massey's Pizza. So I don't even know how, couldn't even give a good time of when I would be there to the few people that wanted to come and meet, greet. It would have been a great day too, because there was like no traffic or anything. But anyway, Birdshot, yeah, I got my Runza shirt on. I'm good. Brittany, how are you doing? I'm glad you stopped by. Nate Dog 0025, I appreciate it. Not my normal background color. Typically in the studio, I have the lighting controls the lighting, and the camera is in manual mode. And this is kind of a hybrid of manual mode. It's kind of automatic. I'm letting it do the white balance and stuff. And I don't think it looks too bad. I had to use a ring light up over my head and some of the lighting in the room. But this is my brother's living room that he is so graciously letting me use today. Let me see who else. Sody Pop, yeah, you're back. I'm glad you're here today. Kay Lloyden, are we getting a Massey's review? Not this trip. What I was doing was going to my brother's house and doing test footage and figuring out how I would do a review there. And that is the plan. Maybe on the next trip is come up and do a Massey's review and actually do a split review like I do in my regular YouTube channel. And that way I can have a studio version and a pickup version, and that way I can do more tests on it and be a little bit more scientific, because science is what really matters. Anyway, how are you doing tonight? Hudbud 444. Yeah, it looks like it's working this time. The last time I did it, I actually broke my cable for my capture card and stuff and made a total mess of everything, and ended up having to stream with my camera off my notebook, which kind of sucks, to be truthful with you. But that's about it. Malthasar, yeah, my Saturday is going well. It's been a very long day. I've been on the road most of the day with my sister and seeing my other brother. I've got 2 brothers up here. One that I'm actually staying with. This is, when I come to Ohio, this is where I come, in the big city of Chester Hill, Ohio. I mean, Chester Hill, it can't have more than 200 people there. I mean, there is really no industry. Their major income for their city, their municipal income, is their water tower, where they collect money off their water bills. I think that's where most of their revenue actually comes from, unless they get handouts from the federal government. But that's them. Mr. No Name is in the house. Yeah, I totally hosed that because I actually rendered and did that intro. I just screwed it. That's all there was to it. And I got to looking at the counter. I'm like, okay, it's got to be coming up on 1.5 minutes. And I'm looking at it, and it's still like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And I'm like, Houston, we have a problem. I'm like, screw it. We'll just go ahead and start the stream. I'm trying to say hello to some people. DR, some of you guys' names, man, I'm too slow to enunciate them very well. I appreciate that. How are you doing, Cody, Bud? I cannot say your name, but how are you doing today? Um, Not a ton to talk about today. Next week we're doing the chicken Big Mac. What do y'all think I'm gonna give that thing? I don't think I have high hopes for the chicken Big Mac as being the latest and the greatest of this century. It has been in every other country except ours, and it's finally come here, and I cannot not do it. Plus, we're going to be doing the Wednesday Whopper, even though it's just a Whopper with purple bread. I think they said was made with like purple potatoes or something like that. We'll see how that does, but we'll see. We will see. Butt soup. Yeah, they have a water tower for a water district, and that's where they get their money. I don't know why I brought that up. Anyway, Paula Lanzo, how are you? Lanzo, Lozana, Paul Lozana. That's the first time I've said your name right since you've been watching me. How are you doing tonight? I appreciate it. You're all the way down in Mexico City. I'm up here in Ohio. No storm damage in this area to amount to anything. North Carolina, where I didn't really come through North Carolina, where they had all the floods and everything. I really didn't want to. Probably couldn't. But birdshot. Yeah, T-Mobile. T-Mobile Home has been relatively solid for us. I actually bought antennas, quad antennas for the outside, and it actually helped it a little bit. I'm on the verge of maybe adding a whole new receiver here to maybe get a little bit more throughput. But yeah, it's been working. It's been working pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect a lot of problems with this stream tonight as far as, how well it's working. And like I say, I'm not going to really talk a terrible long time. Do you think the chicken Big Mac, I'm seeing if everybody is going to get a 4.6. I don't think the chicken Big Mac is going to, just my gut feeling. I mean, I don't know until I do it. I mean, I don't know what that score is until within few minutes of me actually giving that score. I have ideas as I go, but it's like a little trail you're on. You get up to the weight test, and they make it through the weight test. Well, we're good, and I actually have serving weights on this thing because it's been in many other countries, and they have serving weights in their nutritional information. Typically, in the U.S., McDonald's does not provide us with serving weights. So we're going to compare it to that too. But it's like anything I'm reviewing, they got to make it through hurdles. And like they got one Whopper weighs, 18 ounces and one weighs 6. Yeah, you're going to pretty much rest assured they're screwed. Even though they got to really taste good, and they're still screwed because that's just ridiculous. But anyway. And let me see. I'm reading some questions, reading my comment section here. Malthasar, I didn't say hello, Malthasar. How are you? When is the next collab with Neferson? Or are you Eddie? Okay. I don't know when we're going to do the next Will Neff. I know that I got to be doing Joe Bartolozzi pretty soon. We're supposed to do a collab, so I don't know when I have a plan for that. I'm more of a video guy. I'm not really a giant live streamer. You can probably tell that by watching me. But I've got those are two, and then everybody wants me to do. There was something else that they're wanting me to do the Kurter Burger. I'm still on the fence whether I'm going to redo that video because I did the Kurter Burger review a long time ago. So, and a lot of people like that. I was not that impressed with the Kurter Burger from Culver's. But unless something else pops up, I mean, the chicken Big Mac doesn't even come out till Thursday, so I've got a long time before I can make a video. Hopefully something else will pop up because I want to make a video. I like making videos. That's what I do. Bud Lover, hi, how are you? I did not say hello to Casinos, Cruises, and Tours. You were always here. I appreciate that. This is my brother's living room that he has so graciously let me borrow today. And I just wanted to do my Saturday live stream and see what everybody was up to. Not a lot of people showing up here. Didn't give you a lot of notice, so really can't complain about it. But it'll be all right. We'll talk for a little while. Let's see how long I've been up. I don't see anything wrong with the network. Hopefully we won't have any outages because it's been a little. We've had to reboot the router a couple times today. The cell tower we talk from, I think, is about 7 miles from here, so that's kind of a long way to feed off the cell tower and get high bandwidth. Paradox, how are you doing today? You're going to San Diego tomorrow. Well, congratulations. I don't know where you're at now, but San Diego is a beautiful place. I love San Diego. It has been decades since I've been there, but they have some of the best weather in the entire country. Ninja Space Wolves, back at you, brother, and thank you. How are you doing? Do I eat yogurt? Not too much. I did back when I was sick, because I thought it might help me, but it's not my go-to snack. My wife eats a lot of yogurt. I supply her with that. Buzzilla, you have been here since 25,000. You must have been part of the Moist Critical rush that came in, because Moist Critical did a reaction to one of my videos about a good year and a half, a little more, almost 2 years ago. And I went from 5,800 up to about 35,000 in 48 hours. So you must have come during that period of time, and I appreciate you staying with me. It's been a long and interesting road with many more videos to come. I don't ever plan on stopping that. Evan, no, I did not have the meet and greet. I'm in Ohio. I've decided if I'm going to do a meet and greet that I'm going to give them a couple weeks notice and plan it and do a good job at planning it. Probably come on a meet and greet on a Saturday, because there's really not much going on in Massey's then, so we can kind of have the whole place to ourselves. So that's what that is the plan. But and it's not something that I can eat a lot. I mean, I can eat a lot of it, but I can't be eating that every day. I'll ruin my weight loss campaign. So I don't want to do that. That's real important to me right now. Extremist, how are you, Brandon? I'm doing good. The drive up here was mostly uneventful. In Tennessee, there was a truck fire that stopped the interstate for a whole hour, that burnt the truck to a crisp. I don't know what happened, whether they ran into something, whether something caught on fire or what. I have no idea. But other than that, it was a pretty smooth trip. I ran a bulk of it in the dark at night. I prefer driving at night. The daytime is just too stressful. Anyway, Birdshot. I have stereo Birdshots here. Birdshot is in Twitch and YouTube. What you say, Birdshot? Yeah, I know. Both of them working fine. I'm dual streaming, so that's 16 megabit. A good. He doesn't. I can't throw rocks at T-Mobile Home. They've got, the only problem with when you're running T-Mobile Home is you have much higher ping times if your cell tower isn't very close to you. And right now we're having pings, unloaded pings in the 50s and 60 milliseconds, and loaded pings 150 milliseconds, if any of you are familiar with the terms of loaded and unloaded pings. But with streaming, is not that critical. And so I'm looking at my stats, and we were in the green. I haven't lost a single frame or anything, so this is running just as smooth as it does back in Georgia in my home studio. But anyway, Sody Pop, will you ever come to Canada? Not anytime soon, man. It costs money to go to Canada, and when you do food reviews, and people come and ask me sometimes if food reviews, they want to do food reviews, they want my advice. I'm like, don't. Unless you're doing it for charity and you just love making videos, you're never going to make any meaningful income from a food review unless you're like one in a million, because by nature, they're short, and by nature, they have a shelf life of literally a couple of weeks. And so you're not going to get much residual views off of them. And so your channel is never going to generate a significant amount of income. All I wanted it to do, I'm one of the more altruistic guys. I wanted to have enough income to pay for the food and maybe a lens or a camera part or my internet and the air conditioning in my studio. And it does that, and I'm happy with that. Anyway, does your brother watch your videos or live streams? My oldest brother does. The brother I'm staying with doesn't, that I know of, unless he's a closet food review watcher, and he could probably hear me saying that because he's in the next room. He doesn't even want to watch me do my stream. But yeah, my sister, she helps me actually. She usually does the moderation in the channel, and she's here tonight too. She's actually up the road from me instead of 4 states away like she normally is. So because we were riding around in the car all day together, me and my mod were in the car riding around, in her diet. Scan fan, okay, another question. Your thoughts on the fiery burger at Burger King's? I skipped it. I haven't eaten it. I try to avoid eating at Burger King, especially after doing reviews. I've learned a lot about Burger King that make me not want to eat there. Unfortunately, we will be reviewing the Wednesday Whopper. We're going to be doing that, but it's spicy. I also try to avoid spicy foods unless it's just really something I can't not review. And so that's why the fiery Burger King Whoppers never really made the cut and I made a video. Evan, how are you doing? Crucial, how are you doing tonight? I appreciate you coming in and watching my stream. I'm just sitting here. I didn't have a lot to go. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Who did the super chat? I don't know. Let me see. Oh yeah, Casinos Cruises. Thank you for the super chat. Woohoo! You don't need to do that, but I'll take a drink in honor of the $5.99 super chat, and I'll answer your question. Yeah. On my Canon 10x22s, I bought them all used, and I don't think I paid less than about $600 or $800, and I have 3 of them. So I know all about. Yeah, you buying. Obviously, I can't replace all my DSLRs with mirrorless Canon cameras and new lenses, on my budget here. But I don't really need to right now, so that's good. But yeah, you are correct. I appreciate that, though. I had to have my drink of Gatorade. It should be beer, but I don't drink, so what can I do? John Beard, how are you doing today? It is good for you to come in. You found me through Emaru Video, which showed up in my feed. Oh, I love Emaru. Emaru is just great. Emaru and Will Neff are some of the nicest streamers that I've ever met. They have been helpful to the channel. Emaru is very kind to me. There have been a number of people do reaction videos and streamers that did reaction videos. They're only the two, except now Joe Bartolo has acknowledged my existence in the world, but they're the only 2 that have ever answered me in stream and stopped the stream and acknowledged me. And Emaru, with like 30,000 people watching her, stops her stream and addresses me personally. That's something that you remember. I know they're just real people and all that, but there's still that thing, of being on a streamer. Anyway, my sources say you will be reviewing the Kaya Senna burger dressed like him by Krabby Patty. I'm not going to be doing the Krabby Patty. It's nothing but a square burger at Wendy's. Not impressive. Yeah, Hubbub 444. Yep. Someday I'll go to mirrorless. I mean, I will. It took me so long, because first I had 2 SL2 and SL3, and the white balance and everything matched, so I can just set them up. My studio lighting I didn't have to pay attention to, and then I decided I want a third camera, so I bought a 90D. And I bought that 90D because it was advertised as something that would shoot video in 120 frames per second. Actually, that was very misleading. It will shoot short bursts in 120 seconds, but it will not put the audio in. So I thought, well, that kind of sucks. But it's a beautiful camera. I love it. But the problem is, the white balance algorithm in it doesn't match the other cameras. So literally, it took me 2 solid days of shooting test footage to adjust the white balance manually in it to match the two DSLRs that I use. Because I'm sorry, I'm burping up because I've been drinking that Gatorade. But anyway, that's kind of the story behind that camera. And so what I'm using right now is actually it's the SL3. I didn't want to get the 90D out and screw around with it because it's a lot heavier and I don't want it to fall over. So I figure if I killed the SL2, I'd do something. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Pub, thank you very much. Silly Sat Hash, how are you? Barf Can, how are you doing? Nice name, I like that. Mocomedics, how are you? Pope 202.32, how are you tonight? You haven't had a Runza in 10 years. Oh my, do you live where you can get them? Are they good? Dino Nuggies. Oh, wow. Nugs. You're supposed to say nugs, not nuggies. Anyway, a Runza is in Nebraska, Colorado, and I think a couple other states if you want to know the truth. Anyway, Bud Lover, Xbox or PlayStation. I'm going to go PlayStation 700. Do you make potato salad? For myself, I like potato soup myself, but I do love potato salad. My wife makes it for me. How about canned tuna? Like that? Yep, I'm a canned tuna guy, and I don't like the white albacore and the fancy high dollar tuna. The cheaper the better. Dollar General brand tuna, right up my alley. Has better flavor, if you ask me. Where's the Diet Coke? In the refrigerator. Getting cold. That's where it's at. I don't have the Diet Coke here. I can't slide the Diet Coke on his coffee table. He would get mad if I spilled it all over the place. So I've got to behave myself here when I'm home. When I'm in somebody else's place, I'm a guest here. Yeah, you're in Missouri. Well, they ain't got him in Missouri. My couch appears to be 30 years old. That is probably maybe a decade off. I think it's closer to 20. Yeah, I see that. It's not my couch. That's my brother's couch. That's where I set up my live stream at. It actually worked out pretty good this time. The last time I made a total yutz of it and screwed it up. How's the lighting? Am I too light? I need to turn my light down a little bit. There. How's that? That better? I'd like that better. All you can see is a reflection of the screen on my glasses. I think you can see that anyway. Anyway, what else we got going on here? How long have I been talking? 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and yammer on for 4 hours tonight. I don't have it in me. Bud Lover, Joe knows me. I'm the one who told him that Dexter Original Sin trailer. Yes, you are. I'm still waiting on that to come out. We got to watch Dexter. What have I watched this week? I watched, let me see, Deadpool 3. What do y'all think of Deadpool 3? I watched all the way through, but I probably wouldn't watch it again. Has anybody watched Deadpool 3 yet? I just want to see. I mean, it had some funny moments in it, stuff like that, but I was expecting a little bit more out of it. And then what else did I watch? Let me see. Mr. No Name. Bud Lover, this is the 6th time you've asked. Oh, you're talking to me. Vaughn the Captain. I think Bud Lover's been around a while. I don't know him. I don't actually know very many people personally in here. Anyway, where are we at? The Lore Board. I should check out the Lore Board podcast. I don't know. Maybe I need to have my own podcast. What do you think? Do you think I'd be a good podcaster? Get somebody on there and talk about stuff? Yeah, Deadpool 3. Oh, they advertised alcohol, so you didn't watch it. You didn't miss much. I was not super impressed with it. What else did I watch that was a movie that was a flop that I thought was going to be good? Oh, goodness, what was that? I'll come to it in a minute. But yeah, Deadpool 3, I was not that impressed with the movie. I was expecting more because I like number one the best. And I haven't announced. I did too say hello 700 is in the house. I am sorry for not acknowledging your existence, but I thought I did. But my brain is foggy today, so you have to forgive me. Fuck you. Yeah. Stressed about Hurricane Milton. The west coast of Florida needs to watch out. I would be a little bit concerned about that Milton thing, because I've been watching that. I watch about 3 different weather forecast channels, and Ninja Space Wolves. You're about to make a name for yourself. Hello, Ninja Space Worker Wolves. How are you doing? Ozzy, are you going to try Krusty Krab burger at Wendy's? No, I think somebody asked me that already. It has to be something food-wise unique, and that it is not, other than the fact that they named it after a SpongeBob character, not something that would endear me to go and make a video about it. Sorry about adjusting my screen. Yep. I need to start a podcast. What should I call my podcast? The Joe is Hungry Podcast? I think that sounds like something good, right? Oh, meatheads in the chat. Oh, over on YouTube? Yeah, I don't know. Bud Lover, Dune 2? No, I have not watched Dune 2 yet. Yeah, I just expected it to be a little bit different theme as Ozzy, the Deadpool 3. I don't think I'll watch it twice, though. I have a Discord server, CMD. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm actually monitoring the Discord as we speak. I sure am. Let me tell him to come to my live stream. There. Bonk. Now I have invited them into my live stream. Call it Joe is Talking. Yeah, but what would we be talking about in the podcast? Would we be talking about politics or something? Because I'm kind of I'm not apolitical, but I'm apolitical in my food channel, because I can think of nothing less political than eating bad fast food. And a lot of it is bad. And you can blame a lot of that on the private equity firms taking over all the franchises. That's kind of what screwed us as far as getting good food. Yeah. Matthew the Cashew, how are you doing? Well, I'm doing pretty good tonight myself. Yeah, I'm in Ohio. I'm not in my studio. I'm visiting my family. I decided to come up here for the weekend. I also want to revisit Massey's Pizza and do a real review. So I was doing some test footage and some camera testing in my brother's. I have 2 brothers, by the way, at his house, because he lives very close to Massey's Pizza, and figuring out how I would set up my cameras and do a food review in his house outside of my studios. Because I've gotten so spoiled on using my studio and having all my stuff there and being able to control the lighting very well. As you can tell, the lighting is definitely a lot different tonight, because I'm sitting here with a ring light over my head in my brother's living room. I am doing well, Retnex. I'm doing very good. It's a good night tonight. Probably my energy level is a little bit on the low side because I'm a little tired. I've been driving all day long all over the state of Ohio with my family, because we're not all real. Oh, I like you, MC White Noise. Thank you very much. My gut's kind of poking out a little bit because I ate some bad food today. I'm not going to talk about it. We're not going to discuss it. But, being on a diet, if you fall off every once in a while, that's okay. You just got to get back to it and continue. I'm kind of stuck about 214, I guess, right now. I'm down about 21, maybe 22 pounds, and I'm up against a brick wall again. But I hit a brick wall about every 2 or 3 pounds, so we'll see how that goes. Tim, healthcare talk. Yeah, I got plenty to say about healthcare. I could go on about healthcare right now, except, I don't want to run everybody out of the stream. Not really thinking. I've been having like work hospital dreams that are pretty bizarre, but I think that's probably going to go on for a couple more years until I completely forget about it. I have no desire to go back and do that again after 36 years. Ninja Space Wolves. Yes, politics. Yeah, I mean, we're coming up on a presidential election. I have my own theories on what's going to happen with that and why. And there's going to be a lot of people not very happy. I can tell you that right now. Caleb, how are you doing? I'm having a good night. I'm at my brother's house. He didn't want to watch me stream, so he locked himself in another room. Can't blame him. I'm like 500 miles from where I normally live. I drove my gray Jetta up there, the one that y'all see in the videos. That is my go-to. I have several Jettas, but that's currently my go-to one. Absolutely. No, Burger King is not the worst. Right now, as far as getting burgers, I would recommend, from my personal experience and what I know, if you go to Arby's, get their roast beef. Don't buy a damn burger at Arby's because of the way they prepare them is, to me, not good. And I think I went through that in my video, how they use the sous vide method and all that. So I won't like labor that into the ground and beat them up anymore today. Anyway. Frenchie's fries didn't expect to see. Yeah, I am. Oh, you're talking to him. Hey, Frenchie Fry, how are you doing? How are you doing tonight? Appreciate you coming into my stream. Haggles, how are you doing? Or Haggles. Could you throw it back to us, Joe? What are you talking about? Throw what back to you? The Arby's thing, how they cook it and deep fry their burgers so they don't own a grill. You still have your school's dreams from elementary school, and that's 25 years since. That's not unusual. I've had that happen. White noise. SQWLM. Am I going to go down a rabbit hole tonight? No, I'm too tired for the rabbit hole thingy wingy. Just doing my Saturday live stream. I'm tired. I'm up here visiting my family. For those of you who have just arrived, I'd actually planned a meet and greet, but I didn't do it correctly. So in order to schedule a meet and greet, you need to give people at least a couple weeks notice, not 2 hours notice, so people will actually show up. And a meet and greet at Massey's Pizza, that would have been interesting, but that is not happening this weekend, unfortunately, and that's my fault. I take full responsibility for that. Sous vide. Yep, you are right. Sous vide. Yeah, back to Arby's. Yeah, they cook it. They put it in a plastic bag, cook it in hot water, send it out to the store. They dunk it in the deep fryer and out the window. The problem with that is if they don't leave it in that deep fryer enough, it won't cook all the way through. Plus, you're reheating this piece of meat twice, so you're increasing the likelihood of food contamination. In fact, this nobody else knows. I spent 2 days in the bathroom after filming that video with those very burgers that were pink in the middle. So it might be a while before you see me eat a burger at Arby's on purpose. Oh, a $2. I get a $2 super chat. Get the oiled up burger and throw it back at us. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but thank you very much for your channel support. I must take another drink of Gatorade in honor of my $2 super chat. Didn't go over the back. Yeah. I'm glad my brother's not in here. I'd be in trouble. That's our first super. Now, there have been 2 in here. I don't know why YouTube's telling me to celebrate the first super in the live stream. You're the second. But anyway, Oil Pando, throw it back, Joe. Oil Pando. I'm trying to say what you said here. I'm just trying to get that right. What type of nurse? I I worked in a hospital for 36 years. The last half of that 36 years was done in intensive care. I did cardiothoracic intensive care in Augusta in a teaching hospital where we did open hearts. The last 9 years I spent in a 21-bed MICU in a 125 bed hospital close to where I lived, and I retired from there. I just quit. You say you retired, but I just quit working because I couldn't take it anymore. No, I didn't that. I liked my work. I miss the people I worked with, and so that's what I did. Ninja Space Wolves, you're leaving me? Peace out, brother. You take care. Scan Fan, let me see what you got there. Let me see. What's your opinion on Culver's Burgers? Culver's, I would answer a couple over here in Twitch. Culver's Burgers, they're decent. They're my go-to place for fast food out the drive-through window burgers. They're cooked to order. Everybody goes to the penalty box to wait for their food because they are cooking it to order. That's why they have such a massive penalty box. And yeah, I'm a fan of Culver's, and I may do their Curter Burger. I don't know. I don't know if I will or not. But anyway, that's the answer to that. How's Shadow Joe been? I left Shadow Joe in Georgia to watch the studio, to guard it, to make sure nothing happens. So it keeps him out of trouble. He's not allowed to live stream anyway, because I can't trust some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth. Oh, Gumbo Goat, marry me, Joe. Well, my wife that owns the Ruger 9mm may have something to say about that, so I don't know if that happens. I'm very flattered that you want me to marry you. Anyway, Texas Maniac, have you tried Sonic Burger? Yeah, I've done a bunch of Sonic reviews. You look at my channel and see. Keep drinking. There you go. You're right. Have you nicknamed the Tim yet? No, I have not. I'm not sure, Fire Truck, what you're trying to tell me there. I'm a little slow. Yeah, Shadow Joe needs to be in a cage. And this is the first time I have not interrupted, I've not interrupted Shadow Joe in this last video in a very long time, just because I'm sick of the drama. I'm just sick of the drama. But it's not going to last. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to last. It's going to be a problem, and I'm embarrassed that but y'all will probably see it. So I've watched 25 videos so far, but I haven't found any videos with a 9 rating. No, I haven't done. I found one that had a 9 this year. I did a Culver's Northwoods Walleye in February. If you look that up, that is a 9.0. And I will put the link to the Massey's Pizza video that's over 4 years old in the in the chat, so you can see it. Just give me a second and I'll find it. There we go. Massey's Pizza. They got a 9.8, sir. They got a 9.8, sir. There you go. Do I follow the Falcons? Nah, I'm not much of a sports dude. There, I'll put it over here in the Twitch stream. They probably don't care, but I'll put there anyway. Hey, Twitch guys. Thank you. I got 59 people. Yeah, it's filled up. People have come here to talk to me a little bit. That's what happens to me every time. I say I'm going to talk for about 45 minutes, and 45 minutes goes by, and I'm still talking. They just can't shut me up. More questions. Do you have problems with passing gas? No, I do that quite good. That works really well for me. Much to the chagrin of a lot of the people around me, I do say so myself. Texas Maniac, does Shadow Joe like Joe Biden? No. Do you have any passing gas? Where I try and read that twice. Elizabeth wants me to review the Krabby Patty. You are like the 4th person to ask me that tonight. The Krabby Patty is not a unique burger. It is just a Wendy's burger with some sauce on it, named after a SpongeBob character. I don't really want to go to the trouble of making a video for that. Colton, I don't really watch baseball that much. Fire Truck temporary location is what I meant. Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah. You talking about this one where I'm at? I'm in my temporary location. Yeah, I had to bring if all I had to do was stream, I wouldn't have had to bring that much equipment with me to do that. I brought a lot of stuff because I was doing test footage at my brother's house because I want to revisit Massey's Pizza. It's been 4 years since I gave it 9.8. I want to do it again, but I want to do it the new, current Joe is Hungry style. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to get nutritional stats for them because I think they have less than 20 restaurants. So by law, FDA, they do not have to have nutritional information posted to the general public. But I'm going to ask them for it. But I'm going to do it weights, temperature test, reveal, bite test, sneakadoodle bite, the whole schmeal. And the good part of this is I have 2 brothers. My second brother's house is like 5 miles from Massey's Pizza. So it's going to be fresh it's going to be hot when I get it there. So that's going to be good. I'm not even going to have to put it in the heated carrying case to carry it. Oh yeah, no problem, Shinek. How are you doing? No problem. It was my pleasure, believe me. Let me see what else I got. 700. My son had some Hronis gas in the car. I called it rage gas, and it made me mad. I would have probably, depending how old he was, I may have pushed him out of the car at speed for that. If he can run, depends on how fast he can run. Terry Lee, thank you for the super chat, the $1.99 super chat. Not necessary, but it is appreciated. It goes toward the operation of my YouTube channel because food reviews don't make a lot of revenue. They never will, unless I have like 10 million subscribers. I might be able to, you might be able to measure it all right, but I don't. But anyway, I would appreciate it. You didn't ask me a question. You got to ask me a question, Terry Lee. Anyway, in honor of my $1.99, we are going to take another drink of my Gatorade. Anyway, thank you for letting me drink the Gatorade. Freddie the Food King is here. Hey, Freddie, how you doing, brother? Long time no see. I am actually way further north of you. Did you do all right? I know where you live. You live in Florida. Did you get blown away? Terry Lee, thank you. Do you cook your own food? Would you review it? Thank you for a second super chat. Got a drink, and I can cook a few things, but as a cook, I kind of suck. My wife makes my food, and I'm going to stick to reviewing bad fast food. Good fast food we always hope for, but bad fast food. Gatorade is good. Collab with Report of the Week. If Report of the Week wants to collab with me, I will do it in a split second. But he has yet to contact me. He has yet to reach out to me to do a collab. Otherwise, I would be there right now. I did watch a video. He did what was the one he did a while back where he wouldn't even eat it because was it Taco Bell or someplace he wouldn't eat it because it smelled bad. He actually used one of my terms in there. He said this was from Food Hell. So I'm wondering, does he watch my videos? Makes me wonder, actually. I wonder. Interesting. But I would be flattered if he did. I don't know if he does or not. But yeah. She Johnson. Sweet. Yeah, I'm SOB. That, to me, when you say SOB, that means short of breath. So I don't know if that's what you mean. Do you like Super Mario? When Super Mario came out way back in the day, I was never a big fan of. Everybody else played Super Mario, and I was more of a sim guy, So yeah. Yeah, I think it was Bad Chicken something. It was something that was disgusting that I had just recently done before him. I did not deep six it like he did. He wouldn't even bite it. I mean, it's got to be damn bad before I won't take a bite out of it. Because, the show must go on at all costs. That's my motto. It must go on. Anyway, what else we got here? Does Joe Green I don't know what that means either. It's rhetorical. Hi, rhetorical. I'm not sure what you're asking me. I Say Swears Online. Murio. Okay. Yummy Coke. Oh, I got it. And Curbs. I love you too, man. No problem. Grayson Files. Are you from Georgia or are you from another part of the country? Originally, I was born and raised in Ohio, east of Columbus. I left home when I was 18, and I currently reside in Georgia, namely Fairmount, Georgia, northwest of Atlanta. And currently, I am live streaming from my brother's house not in, but outside of Chester Hill, Ohio. So we're in his living room right now, and he's been so gracious to let me stream and run his bandwidth, use up his internet live streaming, because that's a 16 megabit upstream to do dual streaming. Anyway, yeah, this is not really a mobile setup. This is just one of my cameras from the studio, and here's my good old Shure microphone. I don't know how it sounds. Hopefully it sounds all right. You're not picking up a lot of background noise. There's really not a background noise in here. The Bourbon Barbecue Chicken Sandwich, or the Bourbon Barbecue Chicken Sandwich. That's what it was. You are right, Creco, kinda. Yep, that's exactly what he did. Because I don't really watch food reviewers, and I know, of course, I know who he is, but I don't watch food reviews because a number of reasons. One, a lot of really don't find very interesting when someone else does them, and another is going to jade or affect the score that I give it for me to see somebody else do it especially before I do it. And so I have as a general policy, I do not subscribe to or watch food review channels. Although somebody in Discord had told me Report of the Week had reviewed the same thing and wouldn't even eat it because it was rotten. And so I had to go, well, no, they told me he had used one of my phrases, and he did. He said it was like he must be in food hell or something like that. But yeah, I agree with him on that. He can use my words. He rules. He's the man. Anyway, Colton, are you a metalhead? Not so much. I like a little metal sometimes. I've been putting metal in the in my B-rolls of late. For the drive-through, I like to use metal in them. Somebody suggested it. I didn't think it would work, but I tried it, and I'm like, oh, this is actually rocking. This is pretty good. Have you had Skyline chili? No, I have not, and I'm in Skyline country. The only problem is the Skyline chili that you're talking about is over 100 miles one way from where I'm sitting, because I'm kind of in southeastern Ohio in the sticks, big time in the sticks. Okay, I'm sorry if I got behind in the questions. I'm going to read more questions. Big fan from Portland. Do you edit your own videos? Absolutely. I'm a one-man show. Nobody else does anything. My sister will help me moderate stuff like that and look at my thumbnails and make sure they're not too stupid. She also spell checks my videos, by the way. I don't thank you very much for doing that. But otherwise, I'm a one-man show. I do all my own editing. Editing takes like 12 to 18 hours per video. It takes a long time. Ethereal Universe. I do. I stream. It's kind of an adjunct to the YouTube channel. I am a video guy, not really a streamer, but I've been trying to stream on, once a week on Saturdays for a while now, and just to stay in contact with everybody, see what the feel of things is, talk to people, and that kind of stuff. Doesn't raise a lot of revenue or anything like that. That's not why I do it. It's just mostly be in contact. And I'm dropping a video this weekend, but I decided I need to go see my family for the weekend up in Ohio. So I drove up here 500 miles in the very car that I film with, and it did just fine. Who are the cats in the start of your video? Priscilla is the black cat. She is very difficult to film. She is very uncooperative. She's gotten a lot more tame, but she still insists upon biting me a lot. And then there's Belle. We've had Belle for like 15 years. She's getting almost too old to be in the videos. And I have another couple cats, but Priscilla has managed to run them off, because Priscilla just doesn't allow anything living in like a 500 yard radius of the house. She tries to run all the cats, dogs, everything off. And so it kind of, she's ran a lot of the cats that I had in the film. I had another one, Madonna, was a really weird cat, and she was just so photogenic. I wanted to put her in there, but she ever had one of these cats that would not shut up. You can feed them, pet them, they will not shut up, and they yet meow really loud. This one did that, but she was so photogenic. Then here come along Priscilla, wandered up and ran her off, and I haven't seen her since. So I kind of miss that cat because she was such a good photo shoot. Yeah, have you ever been to St. Louis? I've only driven through St. Louis on my motorcycle. Toasted ravioli. Now that sounds good. I could deal with that. What I need to do is to get me a van and make a mobile studio and drive up in parking lots and do it. I thought that would be cool to pull up in a van and put a generator, start up a Honda generator out back to power my mobile studio and shoot a video there. I think that would be cool. And I have to have air conditioning in there, so it has to be a pretty big generator because I have to put a mini split on the back of it, so it'll be cool in there because I am not working in the heat. I did probably the first 350 videos in an unair conditioned room, and in the summertime it was miserable. I was literally wiping, between every cut, I would have to wipe the sweat off my face. Sweat would be rolling down in my eyes when I'm filming. It was terrible. And putting that in there was great. Yeah, cross country and RV, that would be okay. They should have good enough power supply to keep air conditioning on. I got to have my AC on when I'm filming. But yeah, you could roll down the ones. You could make a studio inside of one of those. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe that's where I should go because I'm pretty much just stuck to doing local. I mean, I'm wanting to do a redo on the Massey's Pizza, and that's why I was doing test footage over at my brother's house because he lives 5 miles from Massey's Pizza, and I think, well, I'll just make me a little makeshift studio right there. That's why I have all my camera equipment with me for that. But anyway, enough said. I reviewed Panda Express. I did their fake meat thing once, and I may be doing them again soon. I'll just pick a random part of them off their menu because they're very underrepresented in the Joe is Hungry channel. Chinese scoop station food probably deserves another video or two. I'm not sure how well they'll do, but you never know. I mean, I go into a video thinking this is going to suck, and it does well. I'll go into a video thinking it's going to do well, and it's going to suck, and I have to deep six them. And I hate it when that happens. Wes, how are you doing? You're the first guy to ask that tonight. Have I ever heard of Joe Bartolozzi? Yes, I have heard of Joe Bartolozzi. He's supported my channel. He's a very nice guy, and I will probably be doing a live stream with him within the next few weeks. I am in contact with Joe Bartolozzi, just so you know. I like him. What's my favorite restaurant of all time? Well, my favorite food of all time is, of course, Massey's Pizza. But as far as a restaurant, I'm partial to Fogo. They're pretty good. I like Marietta Diner. But Fogo, I really got a thing for Fogo. If y'all don't know what Fogo is, that's... what kind of food is that? Trying to think of what that is. Brazilian or something. Anyway, y'all know what Fogo is. Fogo cha. Oily double. What? Am I going to indulge in Massey's while I'm up here? Absolutely. I was planning on doing a meet and greet, but I did not plan far enough ahead to make that happen this time. And I plan on doing that at my Massey's Pizza in Pataskala, Ohio. But yeah, I didn't do that today. Massey's rules. I just can't eat much. I mean, I can't eat that too much. Anyway, Freddie. Hey, Pat. Hey, Freddie. Yeah, I see that. Did you get whacked on this last one? Because I think you live on that side of the coast, don't you? Freddie the Food King. Check out his food review channel. He's one of the old timers that does car food reviews. But he was around when I first started. Him and Joe, help me out here. What's the tell me Joe's, you know who I'm talking about, Freddie. Tell me Joe, the name of Joe's channel. Joe helped me out. He started me off. He brought me up I had like 30 subscribers, and he brought me up to like nearly 100. Because you start off small and you increase in small increments. So it's been a long time. Joey's World. No, not Joey's World Tour, Malthasar. Why everybody thinks I got Brazilian. Thank you very much, Shoops. You are correct. Joe, God, no, I can't even think of his name. He's going to help me out. If you're still here, Freddie, tell me. 'Cause you did a collab with him. I saw you do a collab with him. Joe is up in New York. Something or other TV. I cannot remember now. Anyway, Greg Matthews. Why are you in Ohio? You may have asked me that before. I'm visiting with my family mostly. I was also going to one of my other brother's house and doing some test footage because I want to revisit Massey's Pizza because I haven't done a video on Massey's Pizza in 4 years now. So that's in the plan. Brazilian Steakhouse. You are correct. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you very much. Have you ever had Chicago food? No, I have not. I probably need to. That's probably what's wrong with me. Pyromaniac. I like your name. They got a cool name. Curbs. Can you wish my friend Logie a happy birthday? He's a big fan and can't make the stream. Happy birthday, Logie. Curbs. You can do birthday submissions. Go to my YouTube channel and it's in the description of the last video. Just email me, and I can probably make that happen. Anyway, do we have more questions? I am at an hour. You can hear my voice. I'm beginning to lose my voice. Yeah. I think you think Chicago pizza is tavern style pizza, not deep dish. Yes, I actually know the difference. But you hear these chains making tavern style pizza. I think it was Pizza Hut or somebody did it. I don't believe that is probably real good tavern style pizza. I probably should go up there. Anyway, my favorite food I love to eat pizza, but I can't and lose weight, and that's what I am doing right now. I'm on a weight loss campaign. I have fell off the wagon, or I will this weekend, and then I'll be back to it. What is the car you film in? It is a 1989 Jetta diesel with a transplanted turbo diesel engine in it that I rebuilt and put in it myself. It is a 5-speed. Everything works on it. It needs painted really bad. The clear coat has finally started to peel off the deck lid after 30 years, which is outstanding. It's not pretty on the outside, but not worth the $8,000 to $10,000 it would cost to paint the thing and bring that back to the standard. It would not be worth it to do. The car is not worth that much. But yeah, that is what it is. I drove it up here. It gets probably roughly 45 miles to the gallon with the air conditioner on in the summer, running 70 miles an hour. Painting is a lot of work, and I was actually going to build a paint enthusiastic pooper. Good name, by the way. Man, I like some of these Twitch names, man. They're very uplifting. You know, that makes me feel good inside to say enthusiastic pooper, because that's important. Yeah, I actually painted a car. Painting is like really, really hard, and paint has got horribly expensive. Moment now, you just tuned in. Your home looks so cozy. This actually isn't my home. It's my brother's home. He's letting me stream out of his living room because I'm up here visiting my family for the weekend, and he let me stream from here and use his internet, abuse his internet, believe me, because I have a 16 megabit stream running solid here for over an hour without interruption. That's actually pretty damn good. Anyway, do I like Columbo reruns? You know, I don't watch Columbo. I watched all the Columbo when they came out. Columbo was like, whoa, you're talking old. I mean, I was in high school when Columbo had come out. Gary, that's the car. What's the car you film? I'm trying to catch up with all the questions. Columbo reruns. Wow, that went by fast. Yeah, I mean, Birdshot. Yeah, it don't take long. I ran in my TikTok stream and went for 4 hours in the middle of the week, and of course I couldn't speak for half the day afterwards, but I did do that. You can subscribe to Birdshot. Thank you, Birdshot, for Birdshot. Yeah, thank you for encouraging people to subscribe to my channel using the Amazon Prime free subscription. Oh, Lynn, woohoo! I got a Prime subscription. Yeehaw! Time to drink. You have to celebrate whenever you get a subscription. Gatorade. Uh-oh, that didn't work. I want to throw it over the couch. I can't get back there easy, and I have to go pick them up because, I'm a guest here. I don't own it, so I have to behave. But thank you, Birdshot. That was real sweet of you. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. I got 71 people coming in here in my Twitch stream, so my Twitch stream's not doing too bad. JKM Crave TV. Thank you, Freddie the Food King. I don't know, not Joey's Food World. Joey's World Tour. Yeah, Joey's World Tour is not somebody I've ever had any contact with. Or actually, I've watched a half of one of his videos once. Joe, Joe I actually talk to every once in a while through Facebook. Joey's a good guy. He works I think he does, we had a lot in common because, I was a nurse in a hospital and he did IT, and Epic was going into his hospital, and we were talking about that the last time I talked to him. It's been a while, but I probably don't want to say his last name anyway, but I know what his last name is. He's a good guy. But, yeah, Joe is a really good guy. He is like food reviewer from way back, and I watched some of his very early videos. He was kind of thin in those videos, and he used to go through the drive-thru and do very similar drive-thru shots as I do now. And of course, I've never quit doing that. Ooh, I appreciate that. Gifted a tier 1 sub to Renabee. That's very nice. Yay, sweet. I've got 31 subscribers. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, I'm happy. I'm quite content I like Twitch. Maybe I should stop making videos and be a full-time Twitch streamer. That's what I need to do. But I appreciate that, Freddie. Freddie the Food King, one of the original food reviewers from way back. They invented this thing we do with the food reviews, and Freddie can tell you the same. I have people come to me wanting to do fast food reviews, and I says, if you're doing it with any hint of making any sort of meaningful revenue, pick another subject, because the big money ain't in food reviews on YouTube. I can tell you that, and it's because their shelf life is so short and the actual length is not very long. I mean, I don't know how long your videos ran, but I don't think they ran a whole lot longer than mine. Mine are up. Mine used to run like 6 minutes. Now they're up to nearly 9 minutes because I got the birthday shout-outs and the B-roll and all the information. And then, of course, Shadow Joe has to get his damn 2 cents in, and that makes the video, that adds another 30 seconds to the video, so my videos have been running around 9 minutes pretty consistently. I could do, and actually, Ryan, you were right. I could do food review. It'd be a different review. It'd be just like doing a car review, uninterrupted car review with one camera, because I can't do all the B-roll. I love the B-roll. Do I know Will Neff? Oh yes, I know Will Neff quite well. Will Neff watches my videos every week. They all bet on what my score is going to be, and they also go over and under on the cuts in my bite test. Who thought of that? Anyway, so now I'm very conscious of how many cuts I make in my bite test. And because he said, he's only got like 12 cuts, and I'm like, okay, I can fix that. I had like 18 cuts in one, and I did it just because he said that. And I mean, it's a lot more cuts. It takes me like an hour and a half to do that thing like that. But oh yes, I know. I have actually collabed with Will Neff. I collabed with him 2 times. One was him and Emaru. I collabed with Emaru once. Can you imagine that? Me, Emaru? Yeah, right. Yeah. Joe, do you know how many channel points you can win on the over/under bet? No, I don't. I don't really understand what he's betting with. I guess you get channel points for that. Yeah, that's why I need to let him premiere my videos. What's happening is when you release a video on YouTube, you want to release it at a certain time of day to get the maximum amount of views, because YouTube will promote you for a given period of time when you drop a video. And so he comes on at 10 o'clock, and that's kind of a bad time for me to release a video. He has premiered, I think, 1 or 2 of my videos, and that's kind of what's happening. Is I'm done editing my video at 5 o'clock in the evening, so I go ahead and drop it at 7 rather than wait till 10 o'clock. But what I need to do is so people can't cheat and get channel points. Oh, you lost it, Puff Elf? You lost 250,000 points the last time? I am so sorry. What did you lose them on? Did you lose them on the scored, or did you lose them on the cuts over under? Because I don't know which one he's watched last, but I did a trick. I did some micro cuts in there. I wanted to see if he counted those micro cuts. It was like where I was bringing the food up to my face, and they had like a drum roll. It goes pop 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 pop. And then I had to go pop 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 like that, and that's like 5 cuts right there. Oh, you voted under. Yeah, man, I'll be truthful with you. I'll get off the subject of cuts. I'll be truthful with you about the cuts on those videos. I don't know how many cuts are there. I don't count them, so I don't know. But typically they're over 14, usually. But I don't know. If it's a real, one thing you can say, if it's a real slow song, then there's not going to be that many cuts in it. If it's going to be like some love song, because usually if the food's bad, I'd do some jilted lover song. It's like, you know, we can't work this out, you know, kind of thing. So, you know, each song I pick for each one of those B-rolls should have meaning in it. But yeah, just so you know. Anyway, I'm gonna get caught up with some questions over here. Chipotle, Moe's, or Cordoba? Cordoba. I would go with Moe's. Chipotle is really not in a happy place in my heart right now. And Cordoba, I've been there and not that impressed with all 3 of them, but I would have to go with Moe's. Adam X. Yo, welcome to Ohio. Hey, Adam. Appreciate it. I'm right here in Ohio, talking myself half to death up here. My brother's probably in another room thinking I'm absolutely insane. U-Haul. Hey, U-Haul. I just saw you. Just must have popped in. How you doing, brother? In for Nebraska. I brought my Nebraska shirt all the way up here to live stream in. Scott, Pizza Review Joe. Yeah, I got to do one of the. Yeah, I know about that. I've been watching a couple weather YouTube channels that follow these things, and that storm looks like it's going to roll across Florida and just roll out into the Atlantic. The last I looked at, the last track I saw. So we'll see whether you get it. Mark Robbins, hello, how are you, brother? Who cares? The B-roll is so... I love the B-roll, and that's what I always tell people that, you know, that want to make videos that make B-roll. You must keep in mind when you're making your B-roll, the person who likes your B-roll the most is the person making it, not necessarily the viewer. So you got to make sure you don't let it run very long. And a lot of people make that mistake. They'll, you know, my rule is 30 seconds or less. Or no, actually I do that. The reveal I let run wrong. The reveal usually runs 45 up to 50 seconds. I try to keep the bite test down to 30 seconds or less because it's a bite test. The reveal is important, you know, because that's the whole point of the video, is for you to see the food. So that's why the reveal, I put a lot of work into that reveal. I like to have very good close-up with extremely good lighting. You know, kind of the reason I was at my brother's house doing, and, you know, testing lighting and stuff like that. But anyway, today, that's what I was doing today. How many cuts in my next vid? Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know how many cuts are in it when I'm done. I don't count them. I just like eyeball them, and if they look pretty or look interesting, I just do them. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if people. I wonder if people, how many people actually cheat and watch the video before Will Neff watches it, because he watches it usually the same day that I drop it, and it's been out 2 or 3 hours. So I don't know. I just don't know what the stats are. I like to let him drop it, but then releasing it at midnight is not good for my video. And food videos has such a short shelf life. I don't like to let them wait an extra day to drop them either. So yeah, so I'm kind of over a barrel on that. Joe, do you love Joe Bartolozzi? I love Joe Bartolozzi as if he were my own people. And hopefully we'll get together and do that. Did I catch the hurricane? The hurricane veered east of us and missed us, so we caught maybe 10-mile-an-hour winds gusting to 19. Got a lot of rain, but not as much as North Carolina. When that hurricane hit those mountains, it squeezed all the water out of it and drowned a whole bunch of people and destroyed the whole place. Bad. You should review something from Noodles and Company. Have you ever been to one? I have not. I should. That's a good idea. I appreciate that. Anyway, what else? I think I've caught up with questions at the moment. My stream seems to be running really nice. I'm over an hour right now. I'm an hour and 16 minutes. He doesn't really play. Rugganabug hopes that Joe Bartolozzi watches. I hope he watches more of my videos too and reacts to them. I really like that. That really helps my channel, believe it or not, when he does that. But he doesn't really watch my videos very often. I mean, it's usually months between the times that he watches them. Will Neff watches them almost every one, as far as I know he does. He has been. That's my boy. How fast can I run? It depends on which side of the room the food is at. I'll let your imagination do the rest. Not as fast as I did when I was young. My feet hurt a lot now. Comes from being a nurse. Comes from running when I was young. It damages your joints. Does that answer your question? Michael GI11. Thank you. It does depend on that. I appreciate that, CMD. Anyway, anybody got any more questions? Y'all think y'all wanted me to keep going a little longer? Y'all want me to call it a night? I'm kind of getting a little bit tired myself. I could put all this hardware away. It's going to take me an hour just to pack the camera back away and everything. I probably won't stream again until I'm at home. Anyway, I think I am probably going, well, let me see. Tim Webb said yes. Yes to what? To stay or to go? I appreciate that, the Potato Brothers. I appreciate that. Nice name. Nice emoji. I like that. What's the next on the review list? Oh, that's easy. That's going to be, unless I get home Monday, Tuesday, and there's something new out there, it's going to be the Chicken Big Mac on Thursday. I'm going to be doing it. Probably drop the video on Friday, this coming up. But it is the Chicken Big Mac. First time in the U.S. And I'm going to review it, and we're going to see how it does. I'm not sure if it's going to do real well or not, but we'll see. It seems like it would taste good to me, but we will see. I don't know. Josh, you should do United Dairy Farmers in Augusta. Yeah, probably should. You are correct. Rad Red Guy. Mr. Joe, my friends and I have started a cult on VR chat called Chicken Sandwich. We praise thee. I bless you, my son. I appreciate it. I appreciate your blessings. Big Mac is the bottom. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've seen Lenabe. I've seen Wendy's Krabby Patty. I've had a bunch of people tell me I need to do it. Can I play the song "Something Stupid"? No, I don't think I can. Wouldn't know how. I don't want to get copyrighted. So far my slate is clean on Twitch, so you like to behave. Anyway, any more questions? What's your connection with Ohio? I was born and raised here. My family is here. I'm up here visiting for the weekend because I haven't been up here for an excruciatingly long time. I also want to stop past Massey's Pizza and eat some of that good pizza. And I thought I was going to do a meet and greet, but I didn't give people enough notice, and it just wasn't going to work this weekend. Joe, how are your cats? Are they bottoms too? I don't know what bottoms is, but anyway, my cats are doing okay. Belle is looking a little bit better. She has good days and bad days. She's getting pretty old, and so I need to get some more footage of her. I'm going to be probably doing that. I don't game. What I need to do is put my wife on Twitch and let her have a gaming stream because she is very good at it. She games a lot. On the tail of one skin, how bad is a fish fillet? Oh, so you want me to score the fish fillet? How about a double fish fillet? You want to score that? We're going to go. The last fish fillet sandwich I had, just with not a double fish fillet sandwich, one single patty. The bread, the bread always seems a little cold, so we can take off a little bit for that. Didn't seem like they put the mayonnaise on in a very even manner. They just squirted on there. I'm gonna go with about a 5.7. Does that sound fair? 5.7. I like Chick-fil-A, or used to like Chick-fil-A sandwiches. I haven't eaten one in probably 2 or 3 years. You went pink. You went there. Which one did you go to? Yeah, they are. They're 9 country. They're 9 country all day long. They are my gold standard. I want to re-review them. I know what I'm going to give them, but I want to re-review them. I'm going to re-review them, and I'm trying to work that out so it'll be a good video. I don't know if I can top that one that I did though. Big Belly. Hey, how are you doing in the UK, Big Belly? Sweet. You're talking to me in Ohio. My big picture and voice is bouncing off a cell tower all over the place to get to you. That's amazing to me that I can talk to you all the way there. Anyway, now I can't even make sentences. Do you think Ohio could be the next Canada? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Canada is just kind of like, I don't know what's happened to them. Yeah, your personal score. So we're on the same plane there about the fish fillet sandwich. But Ohio, I mean, if they keep filling this place up with people from foreign countries, I don't know, man. I don't know which way things are going. It's just kind of depressing sometimes. Sports bar in Winchester. Know where it is? Been there. They're top. They're top shelf. They're the highest score I've ever done. I want to re-review them. I want to make another video of that, and I'm in the early planning stages of that because I got to plan that real well. Oh goodness. Hello, Connecticut, Rain Man. How are you doing? Not Rain Man Ray, I hope. He's in Florida. I watch his channel, by the way. Anyway, do you make it one location over the other? Actually, they have slight variations from location to location. You're good if you go to Whitehall. Whitehall is the original one. There used to be just one. When I first started eating Massey Pizza, there was only Whitehall. They didn't even have a dining room, and they didn't have a drink fountain drink. You used to get a can of Coca-Cola and order your pizza. It came in a bag, not a box, and you would eat it in a parking lot. And actually, they gave me a bunch of those old bags from the 70s. But they are good. Pataskala is Pataskla is top shelf. I kind of like the one on Gender Road. I think that's the one in Winchester, the sports bar on Gender Road. I like them. They seem to go a little bit heavier on the cheese and the oregano a little bit. So there's a slight variance there. There's one in Heath, sports bar. Never a big fan of them. I mean, they're great. They're all great, but it just seemed like it just was missing something. I can't quite put my finger on it. But yeah, they're none of them are exactly the same. I think probably the ones, and even most of the Massey's Pizza owners will tell you that they're not crazy. The pizza's okay. The one on in Reynoldsburg on Main Street, some of them will tell you that these guys aren't up to par. But anyway, what's your favorite thing to drink? Diet Coke. Lena B. Diet Coke. Diet Coke. I don't have any more either. Anyway. Tim. Yeah, you are correct. You are correct. Classic Diet Coke. Anyway, I think I am probably going to end this stream for tonight. I'm not going to sit here and talk for the next 4.5 hours. I would love to do that. It is nice that y'all stopped and watched my stream tonight, and it is much appreciated. I'm going to be trying to do them around 8 o'clock every Saturday night, and we'll see how that goes. And, because I actually managed to get it together up here in Ohio. I was really didn't think that was going to happen, and it did. And all the stuff worked. Even my mic worked. The last time I was breaking shit, but not tonight. Any other last little bit of questions? And pretty much I will bail. I'm just reading some of the chat. So, what's my favorite pizza topping? Would be pepperoni. I'm a fan of banana peppers. And I actually like pineapple, but not on Massey's Pizza. How's that? Ginger Snap. I love you too. I'm sorry if you just came in. I'm fixing to bail here in a minute. I appreciate the thank you for telling me the audio quality. It's the mic, actually. This is my streaming mic. I have a mic. This is it's a mic dedicated just for streaming because I make my videos with the condenser mic, and this is a different kind of microphone. Where am I stationed? Not really stationed anywhere. I'm at my brother's house in Ohio, streaming out of his living room. What's your favorite fast food fries? I like McDonald's fries. I wish they cooked them in beef tallow again, but they don't because somebody wanted to be healthy. If you're eating French fries, you're not very healthy. So why take away my beef tallow? I need my beef tallow. What is wrong with you people? But yeah, I like them. I also liked Wendy's fries, but they screwed them up. They started putting some real thin breading on it and make them crispier so they would be crispier longer so they could let them sit under the light longer before they get soggy. And they totally screwed the pooch on that one. They may have gone back to that yet. I like that kind of that fresh potato-y taste they had in them. But McDonald's fries, I like crinkle cut fries from Culver's. They're pretty good, sure. I appreciate that. Do you like Popeye's fries? In a word, no. Right now, after my experience, Tim, with Popeyes, they're kind of in the outs with me right now, tell you the truth. I'm supposed to be ending my stream, but I'm still talking about food. Yeah, I got a good question. But yeah, beef tallow. Bring the beef tallow back, please. That's the only way to cook fries. Hey, Kara from Sydney. Oh my God, you are on the opposite side of the planet. Think about that. And you're even in a different hemisphere. I can't get it through my head how far some of these people are the way that are chatting me. They're not bad, but I think they're using breading on theirs too now. KFC fries, I think they are, Rayman. Will you endorse chicken sandwich? I'm gonna go chicken sandwich. That's gonna be Chick-fil-A. Just saying. I mean, they make chicken sandwiches. You like them. You know, we don't eat politics. We eat chicken sandwiches because of their taste. Anyway, Malthasar. Yeah, red roasted peppers. They're good. They're good. Yeah, Wendy's. Yeah, and this is one of my parting thoughts before I go. What's happened to the fast food industry? You can blame it on private equity management firms. That is the key word. When you look at a fast food company, look and see who owns them. And everything will start making sense. You know, some of the things they do, the specials they run, it all starts making sense what's going on with that. And they tend to run everything into the ground, in my opinion. Or at least they try. Oh, you want me to endorse the Chicken Sandwich Group? I give my official endorsement to the Chicken Sandwich Group. Endorsement. Try Wendy's breakfast wedges. Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. It's just their fries they hosed. They may be better though. Do you think McDonald's oversalts their fries? You see, I like my salt. I got to have my sodium because my kidneys work too good. I can't be having my kidneys working that good. Can't do that. So I like the salt. And another thing I like about McDonald's fries is when they don't all get in I like the fries in the bottom of the bag. They're always better. The cold fries, after you eat all the fries and you're like, oh, I wish I had a couple more. So you dig down to the bottom of the bag and you had a few stragglers. The stragglers, I like the stragglers. And that because they always got a little extra salt on them, and that's why I'm eating those fries anyway. If they would just cook them in beef tallow, we would have something going. I wouldn't be so hard on McDonald's because McDonald's did invent not cooking to order. I'm a cooking to order guy. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't really eaten any fast food from another country, so I can't really tell you what my favorite fast food from another country is. Anyway, on that note, I think I'm going to end my video. I will see you all next week, same time, same station. Bring your friends. I appreciate all the super chats I got today. That's very nice. I also appreciate the subscriptions. And I appreciate Twitch for following me, and y'all have been very good to me and stuck around. YouTube guy, Rain Man, Tim Webb, I want you to have a good night. Kara, I appreciate you watching my vids because without my audience, my videos are pretty worthless. Anyway, tell me good night. I'm going to call it a day. YouTube,